Void, I'm Agitated Crane, and today we are going to have very boring episode, because we are going to be managing our inventory, which is going to be a disaster. So, all the alchemical stuff we are going to put to our main character. Archery stuff we are going to give to Karlach. There she is, and I'm gonna give her this sack. And then here we have foodstuffs, which are going to go here. There we go. Now, loot-wise, we are going to pass Arrow of Ice. We are gonna give to Karlach. Here we have some paintings. We are going to keep. This is probably just booze. Drugs, I guess. Here we have our inventory where we are gonna put our weapons. Smoke powder arrow should go to Karlach again. Scrolls go to Shadowheart. Letters go to our main guy, who's going to probably try to read it again. To Karlach. Mistfire to Karlach as well. Resurrection scroll. Toxins. Potion of speed. Slave mind, just in case we come across this device, the device that reads the minds again. All the potions and stuff go to Karlach. Grease bottle as well, why not? Actually, grease bottle might be something that we should give to Shadowheart, maybe. Oil flask, void bulb. This is torso, should go to the questing thing. And the painting. And gold, sure. Okay. The rest I would like to sell. I mean, aside from this, because this I like. Okay, the rest we can sell, I think. Oh, this is potion as well. How do I sell all this stuff without a sell person in my camp? I guess we give it to main character, and then once we leave the camp, I can find some... Maybe I sell it to the Tiefling boy, actually. I'm not sure if he will have enough gold for it, but maybe. Okay. So that's it. She has that armor. And she is cleaned up.
Let me guess.
And
You
now
need something.
Jaheira.
Unclaimed, I'm sure.
Now with Jaheira we want to give Shatter Amulet to our main guy probably. Letter to Arabella also there. This is poisons, I guess. Let's give it to Asterion. Maybe he will... Actually, no. Poisons should be with Karlach. And arrows should be with Asterion, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using him as archer. Then here, in this backpack, I think we have old armors, including... So she has... hold on. This is like her starting armor. Since it's unique, I wanted to keep it. And those are her gloves and her boots. Now, Snowburst, Snow Damage, Shadow Blade. Don't care about that. Click Heals. Don't care about that either, I think. This I think we should go give to Asterion. And Arcane Acuity. This we are gonna give to Asterion maybe as well, because he's rogue, right? But I think I have him as a spell slinger or something like that.
All right. What now?
Now, go to Karlach to replace Lysel.
Our girl is nothing if not loyal. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite her in the arse. Being loyal to the wrong person can do that sometimes.
Agree. And that's why I'm taking you with
room
me.
in your party. What should I do?
Replace Lysel.
Let's hop.
Have to keep going.
She has a level up, but I may end up retraining both her and Asterion probably.
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. I wouldn't want to crowd you.
Okay, swap with
Excellent.
Jaheira.
Now that that's settled, lead on.
Great.
Well,
Now,
hello.
Asterior is Trickster, which means that he can use spells a little bit. And the main thing with him, I was going for spell, for archery with him.
Come on, let's go.
And with her, I wanted dual wielding, and her boots are what? Once per turn when you dash, you can Vrat, and Vrat is bonus to damage with melee weapons for every turn this condition has remaining.
What to do?
Okay, you go to the boxes again. Where are the boxes? Here.
What's inside?
That's the quest items. And those are the potatoes that we have to get rid of because they are heavy. Like my whole inventory is probably just this thing. And it's important to loot it because it's like you need it for resting. Although I could probably rest based on just with these resources that I have for a long time. But, I mean, Have to make sure that we don't get overloaded. I wish there was easier way to switch inventory around. Oh well. Now here we are going to put this guy's kits and dice. No, hold on. Let's go here and put our letters here. I'm not going to check if I read through everything because I think I did. And if I miss something, it's probably not going to be too important, hopefully. Scrolls to Shadowheart. Crackers to Karlach. Oh right, I found this oil lamp, but I think it has someone inside because it even says like that one of the sides is shiny. So it's probably another one of those things that could have stuff. So much things. There needs to be a better inventory system. Which, by the way, I'm not sure... Yeah. Okay, that's it here, and then here we have to place... what exactly? Dice, right, I wanted to put dice here, I think. Blue die, green die, orange die, pale green die, die remover, pink die, lush burgundy. I probably won't ever be using those dice, by the way, but maybe, right? Now. I should go through, hold on. Sort by type, so this is poison. So I need put poison to Karlach and oils I think as well. This is just drugs I think, another poison. Antidote I guess we keep. Arcane cultivation for spells. Maybe I should start using that. Armor skill, we are not gonna use this ever because most of the well, oh, hold on. My AC is apparently 15, so I guess I could use it on him. Bloodlust, when you kill a foe, you gain 5 temporary hit points, an additional action. That could be useful for Karlach, I think. Cloud Giant Strength, we keep. Dark Vision, we keep. Fire Resistance, Heroism. Heal Giant Strength. Don't we have a back with potions? Apparently no. Oh no, okay, that was just antidote. Golem Bell, it's only useful in Gauntlet of Shar, so this I'm not sure what it actually does. Lightning resistance, necrotic resistance, peerless focus, advantage on concentration saves. Well, concentration saves are kind of for Shadowheart, but the only concentration that I can think of... Well, I mean, there are more, but I don't mind losing them. But... so some spells, they can... I guess it would be strange if you are watching like this episode 100 or something and don't know how the spells work, but... just so I talk about something. So spells can either be cast... some spells are cast regularly, so you just cast them and the effect happens and that's it. And for some other spells you have to hold the concentration for that spell. So for example, when you use those Spirit Guardians that circle around you on Shadowheart, that's one of the spells that requires concentration. And that spell actually, I think that's like the most important one, because there is also like Bless that requires concentration, but if you lose Bless, it sucks, but it's not like a huge deal, right? But if we decided that Spirit Guardians are to be used, it means that there is a lot of enemies around us, and it means that we need like area of effect damage. So it also means that she will be in the thick of battle, which means that she will be getting hit a lot, which means that she may get concentration disruption. Although I think her build is more... I think her build is very like good, or how should I put it? I don't think she is that easy to hit because she has a shield, heavy armor, she has damage resistance and all this nonsense, and I think even if she gets hit, I think she has some bonuses to maintain concentration. So resistances, see invisibility, Elixir of the Colossus. Elixir for criticals, that's cool. You can't be surprised, it's kinda meh. Face painting kit, I think we can hide. Greater, more spell slots, that's again for, that's something for Shadowheart. Karabasan poison, that's for paralyzation, it's rare poison. Oil of accuracy, oil of pain, oil of compassion, oil of diminution. Oh, we have long rests. No, those are short rests, okay. Speak with animals, featherfall, flying, gaseous form, glorious vaulting, potion of healing. I guess let's give it to her. We should have given it to... Can we separate it? Yeah. We need more potions on him. Just in case.
A lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Invisibility, mind reading, sleep, suspicious potion, wine goblet. So that's add to wares, I think. Wizard Bane oil, toxin, arrows. I might start using arrows. Not arrows. I might start using spell scrolls on with Astarion maybe. Because Shadowheart usually has lots of spells. Anyway. So... I'm not sure she needs those spell scrolls, if I'm being honest. Now, this thing, it's not going to be used anymore, but it is a weapon apparently. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put Steelmaker here. I'm gonna put the armor here, and then all of this is wares. I think this one we may keep for sentimental reasons, but yeah. Abandoned locket. Picture. This locket opens on the picture of a little girl bloated by tears. Can we figure out whose it is, or no? Probably no. Let's add this to wares. Where the light is probably the gem, right? Drums we don't care about. At some point I was collecting musical instruments, but there is no point to it. Right. Sort by type again, because I want to put this into our satchel with alchemical stuff. Chalices, all of this is for selling. Carafe of water is also for selling. I don't know why I have it even. Eagle feather. You know what, let's put it here for now. Gemless ring. Ring that looks to have been deprived of its gem. So I don't know if this is like quest related, but I'm gonna be adding it to wares. All the bars I'm gonna be adding to wares. Holy water. Wares. This is alchemy. Wares. This is probably like something important, maybe. Wares. Potion, but you can't drink it, so wares. Rope. Wares. Shrapnel. Where's and stuff at burst probably as well, because I have one, and the actually that's a different one. And unfinished stuffed bear. Let's keep it as well. Void bulb. Okay, then this is back to alchemy. And then I will probably put all this stuff here. There we go. By type. Camp supply. Pouch. Backpack. Do we have empty backpacks somewhere? Yes. Camp supply, camp supply.
Keep your distance, darling.
Camp supply. That's the arrows, right? Yeah. So let's put this shit here. Then let's... oh, no, that's not what we wanted. Sort by type. Merge it. Because why the fuck we don't have it merged? Who knows? Just so it can annoy us. Like so.
I'd love to, thanks.
Oh my god. Shrapnel grenade, we're gonna give it to him as well, because that's the ranged stuff. Another arrow. Oils we keep. Toxins we keep. Void bulb we can give. Oil flask. Fireworks. Sort by type. And here we have poisons and stuff like that, right? Poison, oil, oil. Angelic reprieve, we don't need it on her. Speed maybe. Serpent fang toxin. Oil. Toxin. Arrows go to him. Alchemist fire goes to him. Bulbs go to him. Grease bottles go to him. Holy water as well, fuck it. Bombs. Basic poison. That should do it. Oh, God, okay. By type. There we go. Looks better. I don't know why it doesn't merge. I really don't know why. So her inventory seems clean. Her inventory is kind of disastrous still. We pass all of this, and we need her to visit the boxes. Right, so... oh, this is for spells. Arrow we can pass. Elixirs we want to keep. Now, Those weapons and armor we can pass. Array of fear we don't need. Oh, this wound closure is actually good. Restoration is nice. Healing is nice. We keep it. We keep those. And then we have these things. So portrait and face painting kit. And then we sort by type. And then here I see actually another weapon that we probably don't need. And then at least here it looks like the spells are merging together, so that's good. Her inventory is fine.
No time to rest.
Now mine. I have elemental augmentation. It's kind of good, but at the same time, this is something that I probably want. You restore maximum number of possible hit points. Or maybe that would be good for Karlach. She has resistance to slashing damage and vulnerability. Yeah, okay, no. We don't need vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, and besides, when we heal with Shadowheart, she gets resistance anyway, so that is fine. Now, I think we are done with inventory, right? I think so, I'm not sure.
My faith will guide me.
She's cleaned. She's cleaned, I think.
Careful, I might.
And he needs to get all this nonsense to this bag. What is this? Okay. Right. So now... No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Jesus. Okay, now. Keep missing it. Okay, now please start using them. Right? Okay, you talk with Withers. We are gonna be changing your... I'm gonna keep his class and all this stuff, but I want to change a lot of...
Another.
Make sure all his feats are
Thy name has
correct.
been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Help me change my class. And we are staying as rogue. Abilities. We are going to lower our charisma and wisdom to increase our intelligence and maybe constitution. Okay, Constitution is fine, Intelligence... I'm not sure if there are any feats that would improve this, but we will be using one ability increase to improve Dexterity anyway. All of this is probably fine. I'm not gonna be using skills on companions anyway most of the time. Okay, and now leveling up. Right, so those are bonus actions for our Rouge. Right, and we have Arcane Trickster. As quick with a spell as you are with a lockpick, your illusions and enchantments keep opponents on the back foot. Thief, Fast Hands, additional bonus action. Second story work, you have mastered the art of falling and gain resistance to falling damage. Yeah. Swashbucklery, fancy footwork. Rakish Audacity, initiative rolls, and sneak attack whenever, basically. Assassin, initiative, ambush, an successful attack roll against a surprise creature is a critical hit. Yeah. So yeah, we are going with Arcane Trickster, and then we are going with Acid Splash again, I guess. Booming Blade, definitely. True Strike is an action, and we are gonna be getting advantage through stealth anyway, with arrows. So I don't care about that. Charm Person, no. Color Spray, maybe. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, that's something. Let's go with Color Spray and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Up to combined 33 hits. I think that should scale, probably. Expanded. You can add a wizard spell of your choice to your spellcasting repertoire. Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Expeditious Retreat, gain dash immediately and as a bonus action on each of your turns until this spell ends. But I think I have dash as bonus action anyway, so that won't help me that much. Featherfall could be something, but that's bonus action. Fog Cloud, Grease, for that I have my what do you call them? I have my bottles. This could be useful. Enhanced Sleep, Long Strider, Magic Missile, Unavoidable Force Damage. You know what? Magic Missile. Spell slots. We can... let's do Disguise. And I think we will probably start using the Disguise on Asterion, because he is being hunted, right? Not gonna to replace anything, but here... So here we have something interesting, because I want to have mobile, maybe? If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attack from your target. That's not what I want. I do want Sharpshooter probably at some point. What are high ground rules? No, that's... When you attack from above, you gain +2 bonus to the attack roll. When you attack from below, you have -2 penalty. The height difference between you and your target must be at least... ranged weapon attacks with weapons are proficient, have penalty. Okay, so Spell Sniper also could be something. But there was this ability here somewhere, I don't remember where it was. But basically, if you were casting a spell, it still added your sneak attack. But I think maybe it was like an item. Anyway, first we improve dexterity and intelligence, because we use intelligence for our spells, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you can multi-class? I was not aware. But no, that's I mean that's not what we want. How do we cancel this? I'm not going to multiclass because I don't really like multiclassing with my characters, but I wanted to check here. What is our spellcasting ability? Who the fuck knows? Wisdom save, but how much is it? Is it here? Spell save DC. Certain spells require enemies to make a saving throw. The higher your spell difficulty class, the harder it is to resist your spells. So base DC is 8 and then proficiency. Why don't I have... None. Spellcasting ability none? Oh. Well, see, I was under impression that I was using intelligence as a trickster. But then that means that my intelligence is completely pointless? I'm gonna still use higher intelligence. Why not? I mean, if I don't use abilities, if I don't use intelligence as a for casting, then what's the point to having it even? This is kind of annoying. In that case, I could maybe have better strength to add damage to arrows, or constitution to have better hit points. Intelligence is then pointless. That sucks. Well, we will see, right? Uncanny dodge, and we can replace spells. We don't care about replacing spells. We are happy with what we have. Okay, so we can change skills. Let's improve our perception and let's do performance maybe? No, acrobatics. Acrobatics. I don't know what acrobatics do. Resist being shout. Okay, that's great. Acrobatics what? No. Ah, right. Right. Abilities. Replace spell. No. Evasion. That's nice. More spell slots. It gained another spell. Which I think we would go with Crown of Madness. I would prefer to have something like to use as a bonus action, because sneak attacks are really cool. But alas, maybe mirror image could be something. Actually, hold on. Can we change color spray and gain mirror image instead? Magic weapon could be something. Actually, it definitely could be something. Okay, Melv's acid arrow. Let's do mirror image. No, let's do misty step. Let's do replace, and we are going to replace. Let's so our saves are going to be miserable, right? So I think even Crown of Madness was probably like a poor choice. Let's replace Hideous Laughter with something that is going to be more useful for us. And more useful for us, I think, be something that does not require ability check. I kinda like Melv's Acid Arrow, but it's again something that, well, that's attack roll. That's better. Web is crowd control. It's something that I would want, but no. So either ability improvement, or we can do Mage Slayer could be something, but what I want to do actually is pick Sharpshooter. Spell sniper. But hold on, what type of spells do I even have? I have mostly utility spells, and I think did I just take Melf's Arrow? So Melf's Arrow could be good with spell sniper. And it can stack. Let's go with sharpshooter. Again, I don't think there is a good choice here. Aside from ability improvement, probably. Magical ambush. When you are hidden, your targets have disadvantage on saving throws against your spells. That's good. And let's actually replace Crown of Madness and take something. That's a strength save, con save, short sword, knock, mirror image. Didn't we replace mirror image with something? I don't know. I don't know. You know, when you play a different system like Pathfinder or some previous D&D systems, you can have like an idea in mind, like the type of character you want to have. Like for example, let's say you want to build like Aragorn type character or Boromir type character, or I don't know. You have some person from fantasy that you like and you want to build it using that system. That is possible. With 5th edition, it is not possible because like okay, 5th edition does not require as many rules. So for example, even if you are like just regular person, you can pick up, or no, if you're a regular fighter, let's say, then you can pick up shield and sword and be Boromir, right? Or you can pick up two-handed sword and be Aragorn. Kind of like that doesn't matter, right? But the thing is that it doesn't scale, so it feels like all your characters are like jack of all trades, masters of none, right? Whereas and the feats, that's the way the feats are working, right? Because you don't really have anything interesting here. Bursting Sinew, Bone Chill, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, Blade War Friends, Dancing Lights, Light, Minor Illusion. Create an illusion that compels nearby creatures to investigate. Could be something. There is no point using any of this because I can shoot with my bow and arrow. So maybe minor illusion to get like people crowded in one area and then try to like toss some bomb there. Maybe, I don't know. Blur, sure, but then like I have mirror image. That's better than blur. And it's also concentration. Asha is concentration for some reason. Hold person is concentration. I don't know. Let's do invisibility. I'm not going for spell sniper though. I don't think. And if I'm not going for that, then in that case, I already have proficiency with light armor. This again, I'm not sure why this offers. Why it is offering me this. I really don't get some of the systems here. Let's max out our dexterity. And with Karlach, I have to go to Withers and change her.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Change her levels as well.
Hey.
I shall be here in thy camp, for when as thou did.
We are going barbarian. We are going hard strength. We are going to lower our charisma, because why the fuck would we want charisma? Oh no, let's lower wisdom instead. Let's add dexterity 1 point. Sure, I think that's fine. Maybe it would have been better to add actually here. And then get dexterity from some other ability. Maybe? No. Let's go this way. I think we will end up taking one of the ability increases anyway, so. Okay, so we have danger sense and reckless attack. Accept. Alright, and we get Legacy of Avernus, Searing Smite, sure. Berserker. Apparently I'm supposed to be a Berserker, not Wild Heart. Say Wild Heart? Bestial Heart. Yeah, I think I was going for Wild Heart before. But now it's offering me Berserker. Frenzy. Your rage turns into a frenzy. You gain Frenzied Strike and Enraged Throw. You can also make an improvised weapon attack as a bonus action. Gain resistance to physical damage and advantage on strength checks and saving throw. Rage ends early if you don't attack. So Frenzied Strike. As a bonus action, make a melee attack with your equipped weapon. Will cause a stack of Frenzied Strain to be on the Barbarian. Frenzied Strain. Penalty to attack rolls every time. Stacking so that you miss more often. This adds up until the end of your frenzy. Okay. And Enraged Throw. Pick up an item or creature and throw it at a target, dealing additional damage and knocking it prone. Okay, you know what? This is actually... all of this sounds more fun than the Wild Heart that we had before. New feat. And the thing is that we will definitely be getting Sewage Attacker. And I don't know... You can use 2-weapon fighting even if your weapons aren't light. You gain bonus to armor class. Okay, so by default I can dual wield light weapons. And I get bonus to armor class if wielding... okay. Strength, Constitution... That's important. Extra attack, fast movement, perfect. Legacy of Awareness, sure. Additional rage. Mindless rage. Your rage becomes all-consuming, repelling outside influence. While frenzied, you can't be charmed or frightened, and calm emotions no longer ends your rage. Nice. Feral Instinct. You have honed your instincts to the utmost degree. You can't be surprised. Great. New feat, and we are going with Savage Attacker, which means that we will be rolling 2 attacks and picking the better result. Okay, Brutal Critical. When you land a critical hit, you roll an extra damage die as well as the normal additional critical dice. This should be good with Savage Attacker as well. And then here we have Intimidating Presence. You can use... put basically fear on them. Okay. Another thing that I don't like about the game is that you don't have... right, so I can't dual wield now. Because I don't have... it needs to be light weapons now. Okay, that's... that is a miscalculation. However, it's only miscalculation if you let it to be. Do I need double attack? Yeah, well, I mean... I want double attack, right? Let me check the boxes. I think we can put light weapons in our hands. It may end up being weird, but I'm willing to play with this idea. This is versatile. Armor, I think we are happy with. Yeah, so adrenaline rush we don't want. I mean, we do want it, but we found this. You have bonus to armor class and saving throws as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. Jump distance is increased, and we get brutal leap, which is bonus action. And we can leap at people, so that's something that I think could be good for us. Then oh fuck, I have this thing. So I can actually dump dexterity. I can dump dexterity and like max out con, probably. Well, hold on. So this is our light weapon. This is light weapons. Light weapons, they don't really. Hold on. First of all, because I can. One of my items has the thing that it sets dexterity to 18. I'm gonna abuse it. I'm gonna.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company.
I don't want a partner.
Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it?
Would have liked to, loved to, but it just didn't happen
And
for me.
thus thou art.
Look, dude, I need
Dost thou require a
I
new
need to change the class again. Barbarian, yes, that's correct. But now, oh fuck, no, I'm just wasting money here.
Fate, dost thou require a new as thou.
Anyway, abilities. So I can dump dexterity basically. Max out con. No. Max out con, max out strength, dexterity we don't need, and we can... what can we do? Improve wisdom? Wisdom is perception, survival, so why not, right? Let's game the system, since we can have dexterity at 18, then let's do that, right? And see, still at 18, because we have this beautiful thing, gloves of dexterity. Okay, now let's level up. And I actually remember Berserker being more useful when I was looking through the game. But it's I think it was added in one of the patches, maybe. Because previously we did have Wild Heart, it was suggesting Wild Heart to us. Giant Rage. When you rage and increase in size. Ah, fuck it. Berserker. Feat. Let's do ability improvement. Oh. Okay. I guess we max out strength then. Man, barbarians are easy to level up. Savage attacker is very important. Because we have reckless attack and during frenzy we also lose some attacking power, so it's better to have it. Okay, now we need to find ourselves light weapons because I still want to go dual wielding route with her. But for that I'm gonna need better equipment. Hellfire. Let's take this. This is like a light crossbow, so we can actually use multiple of them, which is strange if I'm being honest, but there you go. Now, sword. This is poison. We take this. Two-handed. Versatile. Versatile. This is light, but this is kinda mid damage. Versatile. Light, mid damage. Two-handed. Heavy crossbow, two-handed. Yankee greatsword, two-handed, light. So Yankee short sword could be a way to go. What does Vrad do again? Bonus with melee attacks. We don't really care about that. Mercury flail we don't want. Glimdance dagger, light. When this dagger is wielded in the offhand, the wielder gains bonus to armor class. Which could be something. Two-handed, two-handed, two-handed extra reach. This is light, a hand axe, but it doesn't really do anything. Another heavy crossbow, hunting short bow. Oh, this club is light, but doesn't really do much. Two-handed, two-handed. Steelmaker, hold person. Susur dagger, silences target on hit. Sword of life stealing. On a critical hit, the target takes an extra necrotic damage, and we get temporary hit points. This is actually something that I was using, and I think we may use it again. Sword of Screams. That could be something to be considered. Baneful. Possible to bind your target, but it would need to be a packed weapon. Throne, versatile, Morning Star. Okay, so it looks like we can go with Lifestealer and Grim Dance in offhand. It looks like that's going to work for us, I guess. Kinda. Compared to this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. So looks like two weapon fighting feat actually does something. That is surprising. What if we do this thing? Again, the damage is just keeps jumping around, so you have no clue what it actually does. Okay, I'm gonna continue with two weapon fighting, and I think on one of the future levels we will be able to add additional feats, so that will work. I think maybe we will see. I do want to change spells. Set yourself on fire to gain heat. Heat gives heat convergence, which I'm still not sure what it actually does. Wrath. That's the only thing that does this heat, so let's remove it, I think, and let's look into rings that do actually something. Cannot be blinded, gain invisibility, deception, exhort the reason, subjugate the undead, or do some necrotic damage and maybe paralyze. Pass without trace. Magical rings to split the damage. Is that all the rings that I have? Really? Her rings are correct, my rings are correct as well. And he doesn't have good stuff either. Okay. What is Wrath again? Damage with melee weapons. No, we don't care about that. Ray of Fear, Wounding Ray. frightens target, more deals necrotic damage. That's... Can paralyze on critical, black tentacles, spell slot restoration. That's something Shellheart needs. Shatter and key restoration. Well, we don't have key, but shatter could be something. Could be something. Magic missile we already have. Ice knife, something could be. What is the heat build then? I want to know what the fuck heat convergence is. Pass without trace is better stealth, right? And all nearby companions a bonus to stealth checks. Okay, so that's something we can use. And let's take this shield so we can prevent damage to us. Now rings. Her amulet is fine. This could be useful, maybe. Deception we don't care about. I guess just gain a bunch of abilities. This magic ring we can replace with what? Blind immunity, invisibility, deception, this stuff. What other rings do we have? Blink? At the end of your turn, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, you vanish into the ethereal plane. While there, you can't be harmed or seen in this world. When you do vanish, your presence here is a representation of the location you will come back to. You can choose to teleport it up to 20 feet. I think this is cool, but the fact that it requires it's an action activation. It's not that great. Arcane Radiance, Invisibility and Blur. While shapeshifting or disguising yourself, bonus to all checks. Advantage on saving throws against Charmed. Absolute Tempest. If the wearer bears the Absolute brand, they deal additional thunder damage with thunder damage spells. Shadow Blade. Nah.
Trust no one.
Okay, now you. I need you to go check those chests as well. because you need a good ranged weapon. And I think what you currently have is a spell thief, knife of the Undermounted King. This is the number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking by 1. When you roll 2 damage or less, reroll the dice, taking the highest result. Shadow Blade, you have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets. This may be more useful to Karlach, perhaps. The only benefit here is the glowing, and I think, yeah, this is significant improvement, so we are not going to be doing that.
Don't touch me.
Still breathing.
Does he
Despite
have
everything.
any? No.
Someone there? What's in here?
So he has Spell Thief. Once per short rest, if you land a critical hit, you get 1 spell slot back. The thing is, I'm not sure I care about spell slots. How many do I have? 6. Fuck off, I really don't need spell slots with him. So what I need instead
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
is a
interesting
good
time.
ranged weapon. So let's move both of the Banshee here, because if we are using ranged with Cooper, we are basically using Eldritch Blast. So there is no point for him to have good ranged weapon. Compared to Asterion though, who definitely needs it. So on a hit, possibly inflict frightened. And then you get bonus to attack frightened enemies. Do we have any other bows? I don't see it. I guess this one? Hunting shortbow. Hunter's Mark. You have advantage against monstrosity type enemies. And you can put Hunter's Mark as bonus action. Mark a creature of your query to deal an additional piercing damage when you hit it with a weapon attack. If the target dies before the spell ends, you can mark a new creature without expending a spell slot. I feel like that's better. I'm gonna say it's better, and I'm gonna be using that. And then I'm gonna need something for the main hand, kinda. Hold on. Bow of the Banshee, let's move it here. Let's cloak. When you poison a foe, heal yourself for 1d4 damage. Do we have poison? No, we have acid splashes. We can't really poison anyone. Covert critical. While obscured, the number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. Arcane acuity. I think better critical is better. And poison, maybe we somehow poison someone. Who knows? Now, Featherfall, missile snaring. You can intercept a missile from ranged weapon attack, reducing their damage. Draw armor, which is kinda meh, I think. We could definitely put on a better armor, I think.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Or apparently not, that's... I have better armor. Yeah, I don't have better armor for him, I don't think. Better boots though. Athletics, spider step, bracers of defense. No. Doomlobber, you are against bonus to spell attack rolls. No. Gain bonus to attack rolls when throwing, and may swap position with the target if they fail a dexterity saving throw. With the target. This could be interesting, but I'm not entirely sure how it works, and also the stuff I would be throwing is probably bombs, so swapping positions with the target is not really beneficial. Now this, however, if I dash, I can also jump. That's going to be helpful with positioning. Or we can go Noxious Fumes, which is probably not that beneficial. Whenever you deal poison damage, the target needs to succeed Constitution saving throw or become poisoned. The problem is that I do not have poison abilities, from what I understand. Okay, so that's probably it. And for the main weapon, can we do Baneful maybe? No, that's... What can we do? Silence? Why not? I feel like I have better weapons. Definitely not Glim Dance, because I have stuff that hides me if I am in shadow. Then I get better bonuses. So I can't have glowing dagger. That would be antithetical. And other than that, I'm not sure I'm even proficient with all this stuff. Baneful deals slightly more damage, but the main thing here, you cannot Bane without Without packed weapon. Sort of screams, deals more damage. I guess. But cannot silence. And it's not like I'm going to be... I'm not going to be using this too much because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going for ranged with him. Ranged sneak attacks, right? Yeah, see? That's silly. And if I go with magic weapon, can I even apply it on... I can put it on the hunting short bow. So that's good, I guess. So yeah. Ah, but this is also concentration. Oh, well, that's stupid. So we have concentration on this, but it doesn't... Like, I mean, it does just +1, I think, right? To attack and damage rolls. So that's kind of like meh. I mean, it's nice, but it's meh. Then Hunter's Mark is also concentration. So Pass Without Trace is concentration, Hunter's Marks is concentration. If Hunter's Mark is concentration, and I suspect that I will be using Pass Without Trace all the time, then I think it would be better to take Bow or the Banshee and use that instead. Anyway, I think that's it. I've spent a lot of time on this. Hopefully it's going to work. We will see. Where are the sleeping bags? How does one rest here? Fuck. Where are the sleeping bags?
Don't waste
Maybe here
a step.
somewhere. Ooh, carrot. Maybe here? Ah, here.
Let's see.
Not sleeping bags. We are now sleeping in the hay. Just auto select, it's going to be fine, I'm sure. Ah. Now you, what do you want?
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while. Now that you are here, your company isn't unwelcome.
I hope you are not seducing me. You seem troubled.
An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
Oh my god. Someone from your past?
Indeed. Duke Stelmane. Or as I knew her, Berlin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you.
She was into tentacles? Did you manipulate her like you manipulated me?
I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation or not, we need each other. My relationship with Berlin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
So when Will's father said that she survived the stroke, could it possible that he tried to feed on her? Well, maybe she like told him to feed on him or feed on her or something. Maybe when he lost control. But no, I think when he lost control, it was later or sooner. Who knows? So this is a little bit strange, right? Because he did say that he broke from the hive control, right? So at some point he was like back in his old self or something. It's weird, right? Because we had this conversation with Withers, and he was saying, "Do illithids have souls?" And we were saying, "No, they don't." Because my logic was that Eldritch horror, Lovecraftian horror, is outside of regular soul cycle. It's the same with Warcraft, with other fantasy games. Usually, the Lovecraft stuff is so compelling, I guess, is because it's incomprehensible, or it should be incomprehensible. So you can't put notion of soul there because that's our concept. So, but with him, he was transformed into illithid, and at that point I would have said that he lost his soul, right? But then he regained his consciousness when he got disconnected from the hive. And at that point, does he have a soul, or does he just have memories of his old old self, and he acts based on those memories. So it's not even that he's not the same person, if that makes sense. It's that person that he died when he transformed to illithid. And now this illithid is like a completely new entity that just has memories of that previous person that now kind of influences his decisions. And that's yeah. At least that's my understanding of this situation. I'm gonna go with sorry for your loss, because I think he, even though he does, I mean, he doesn't need a soul to feel loss, right? And I think, yeah.
I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
I'm not sure. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Well, I think most illithids are. But it's also, I'm not sure. I'm not sure he feels something. Because, okay, so the way he acted once he got disconnected from the mind, from the hive mind, I think is based on the memories that he remembered of the previous guy, right? And that, so the thing is that if you take a person, let's say regular person, he had regular childhood, no, everything normal, everything happy, well adjusted person, right? He knows what is right, what is wrong. And then you suddenly, in like, once he's 30 or something, you remove his ability to feel, right? He wouldn't feel, but he would still have those established patterns. So, for example, he wouldn't necessarily need empathy to not say something rude, because he would understand, oh, this is rude. I have experience that this is rude. I'm not going to say that. It's not because he has empathy and he understands how that person might feel. It's because he has experience. So he has experience with emotions, and then those experience with emotions, they carry over. So even if you, let's say, you feel, maybe you don't feel sad that that person died, but you think about it and you kind of understand that it's you are supposed to feel sad, and then you can kind of trick your mind into being sad. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm not revealing that I'm actually a psychopath without emotions. But no. But yeah, it's actually a concept that I was just playing around in my head when I wanted to write something. So it's a concept that I thought about, that you have those emotional patterns, that it doesn't necessarily mean that you feel those emotions, but that you know that this is the way you should be feeling and reacting. So I'm not gonna be squeezing his hand. I guess thank you for sharing that. That's the most inoffensive option here.
Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Alright, here we are. We also need to start our morning ritual with buffing stuff.
Don't be shy.
Carla, does she have any buff that I want to prepare? No, I don't think so.
Watch your back.
But you... It's for nearby companions though. So I will do it later. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm hoping that it wasn't too boring. Because we had a lot of like inventory management, leveling up, leveling up and stuff like that. And then at the end we had a small conversation with the Emperor. Which I think actually, honestly, I think it's interesting. Like this this soul and emotions and all this nonsense. It's something. So anyway, in the next episode we will go sell stuff that is not needed, and then we will continue with the main quest. So yeah, subscribe and I will see you next time. Goodbye.